Welcome back into the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. If you're just now joining us, I'm Nicole Shearin, Elliot Coffey, Derek Smith, Seth Russell up on the desk. Elliot, we're tapping into your favorite every week, defense.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, guys, we talked about it. West Virginia has a run-heavy offense. They've got Garrett Green, 11 rushing touchdowns on this season, 600 yards rushing. That's running back stats right there. What is Baylor going to have to do to stop him? Aranda talked about it. He said a lot of the reason why he didn't want to tap into it last year is that he didn't want his current guys to feel like, hey, I'm looking elsewhere. I don't believe in you, and that's not where Aranda's going with this. But I think, college football, the landscape, that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
We're tapping into the transfer portal. That's where teams are getting talent, and the Bears, they finally stepped into that too. It's about tempo, right? And that's what we saw in the second half. Did I take that one too, Seth?
No, go for it. It's team effort, guys. We're all on here.
Welcome back into the Baylor Alumni Tailgate Show. If you're just now joining us, thanks for hopping on. And if you're still here, well, thanks for sticking around. So, guys, let's talk about your favorite, Elliot. Defense. We've talked about it all season. I think it starts with stopping the run.
It does. Does it start and end with stopping the run?
It's a great question.
Setting the edge?
Potentially.
I think the challenge, too, is the fact that Iowa State has the kind of defense where they rush 3, drop 8. So when Shapen's slinging it downfield, we love to see that against the Cincinnati team. But today, there's going to need to be some adjustments that need to be made. We're going to need to see Richard Reese, Dominic Richardson pounding the rock out there. We're going to need to see those Pendergrass. We're going to need to see those adjustments being made if we want those, points at the beginning of the game. Because another big key to today that I think is start fast. We got to start fast. We can't have it, the spark happen in the third, fourth quarter. We need to act like the first quarter is the fourth quarter. Well, going off of, that movement in the pocket and things like that, Rocco Beck, their quarterback, I think he's been sacked only 5 times.
That's right.
Shapen's been sacked 9 in the past 2 games.
Yep.
So what's the key to finding the quarterback and getting to Rocco today? Going off of that, I think something that helps Baylor tonight is the fact that they held TCU to 100 rushing yards last week.
Yes.
But then TCU racked in 430 yards in the air. However, I will say this is a West Virginia team. Not to bring that up.
That tight end's wide open.
It happened.
It did happen. It did happen.
Inside receiver.
But this is a West Virginia team who relies heavily on the run game. So if they can figure out how to stop the run, Baylor has a real shot tonight. Well, I think this defense is really going to see it all because, Bryson Barnes, he's more the game manager. We talked about that. Nate Johnson, he's more the running guy. I mean, he was a track star. So you're going to see wheels on that guy. So I'm curious to see, how the defense has really prepared this week for the differences in this offense that they're going to see. And I think we saw it last week against Florida. Utah's going to utilize these 2 quarterbacks. And, I guess we'll see what happens out there on the field. But I think it's going to pose some challenges for the defense.